Now, as you've probably heard already, Jussie Smollett, the crisis actor, has been taken into custody after a grand jury indictment is charging him of a felony that has a minimum 1-year prison sentence. And that's why in this video I specifically wanted to talk about all the new latest developments, which I think prove that Jussie Smollett is one of the dumbest criminals ever, as well as a deeper conversation at the end of the video, which I think Jussie actually explained the best himself, saying, quote, "Who is more to blame, question mark, a devil who spreads obvious lies, or a fool who chooses to believe those lies and pass them along, hashtag thoughts," as the mainstream media is losing their mind and actually saying that they're mad that a hate crime didn't happen. And of course, running cover for the divide and conquer racial divisions that they have been promoting and pushing on the American people. Now, before we start, just know that you're watching a fully independent media broadcast brought to you by you, yourself, the viewer, and without your support, your donations, we wouldn't be here. And the only reason we are is because of you and your support. So if you like this work, considering donating, because yeah, we have a lot of things against us. I mean, just this particular story alone, if you look on YouTube, when you type in Jussie Smollett, the first thing you get, you don't even get a video, you get a Fox News article talking about how Don Lemon says it's not Jussie's fault. Like, I'm on YouTube, why the hell am I supposed force-fed an article by a mainstream media outlet? And then of course, CNN, Fox News, Time, mainstream media propaganda, nothing organic. A totally rigged algorithm promoting, of course, corporate propaganda trying to control and steer the narrative on this important issue. Personally, I also think similar measures are happening on Facebook right now. Now, of course, this is done because the Jussie Smollett case is a national issue that everyone is talking about right now. And I have to say, the details surrounding this case are absolutely incredulous. Now, of course, many people doubted the original story when it first came out, only to be vilified, attacked viciously on the mainstream media, and of course, verified Twitter personalities. Even people who questioned the narrative were attacked, asking rational questions like, hey, didn't this guy ever hear of Grubhub? Why did he have the noose still around his head? And why didn't he comply with officers and give away the phone? Well, now we're finding out all those details, and I could pretty much say that Jussie Smollett most likely will be going to jail because, again, this is not his first run-in with the law, as in 2007, he was actually charged with lying to a police officer, providing false information, as well as driving under the influence, a DUI, without a license. And of course, repeat offenders face a higher chance of being sent to jail, which I believe will be happening in this particular case. And with these particular charges, he is facing a felony charge of a 1-year minimum sentence to as high as a 3-year sentence. Now, very interestingly, Smollett somehow is still denying that he had anything to do with the planning of this attack, which is absolutely ridiculous when we look at just the evidence that is provided here, which it shows you that this man's not really that smart. Now, it's important to note here that Smollett could also be facing federal charges because of a previous incident that happened right before this one, which the Chicago police superintendent said was, quote, an attempt by Smollett to gain attention by sending a false letter that railed on racial, homophobic, and political language, which was also, by the way, filled with a white powder, had to call in a hazmat team, and is also looking like a hoax, and potentially may even bring federal indictment charges on top of this felony charge that he has already been indicted on. Now, Jussie Smollett left an extensive paper trail, and really, I don't know how someone could do something like this, because when you look at the details here, because it is absolutely mind-boggling to think that Jussie was thinking he was going to get away with this, especially since there's phone records with Smollett talking to the Nigerian brothers he hired, which he actually talked to an hour before the attack and an hour after attack, and also when the brothers went to Nigeria. There's even surveillance footage of the Nigerian brothers in a store buying all the supplies, even what looks like a red MAGA hat here, balaclavas, and other tools that were used during this apparent assault. Racist, homophobic hate crime. And for goodness gracious, Smollett even paid $3,500 with a check. A check! Oh goodness. A personal check from his own personal bank account, which this Twitter account user says hopefully he issued them both the 1099 by the due date. Otherwise, he may get in trouble with the IRS. Quote, another Twitter user, memo for hooks. Oh. Now, along with that, and what I'm hearing is over 24 detectives who are investigating this, who are spending their police resources on this in one of the most violent cities with the most murders in the United States, Chicago of all places, that they even clearly had footage of the Nigerian brothers and him, of course, falsifying this attack, which allegedly was because of his salary, according to some police sources. Now, Jussie Smollet actually made $65,000 per episode for starring in, of course, the TV series Empire, which has 18 episodes. And again, I say allegedly, he was dissatisfied with his $1.17 million salary, which allegedly wasn't enough. Now, of course, nothing sells better than hate, especially in today's manufactured divide and conquer media landscape that we're all being thrown into. And if Smollet would have gotten away with this, he most likely would have gotten probably a major book deal, a lot of attention, a lot of support, pretty much the gold medal in the Oppression Olympics here, which should raise some questions here, because unless he's some kind of incredulous, greedy, psychotic lunatic, the prospects of him getting monetarily from this seem meek compared to the power and influence that someone would get because of this false flag hate attack that happened. And hey, no one really knows here because, yeah, he could be a psychopathic, greedy, insane human being, and that could be the case here. But I think the most telling aspect here is, of course, how the mainstream media is responding to this. With Don Lemon saying that he's sad that this happened. Sad that a fake crime didn't happen. Look at the mentality of these people. They have lost a major PR war that has been faked, that has been engineered, that has been pushed, that has been manufactured, that has just been rammed down our throats without looking at any of the evidence, any of the due diligence. They messed up. And their reaction to all of this is, you know, it's actually good that a hate crime didn't happen like this in our country. No, their reaction is, we're sad. Which is just absolutely insane. It's like we're in a Twilight Zone. Don Lemon saying, oh, he just lost in the court of public opinion. He just got bad advice. The mainstream media that didn't question him about this did a terrific job. Another CNN slumlord hate promoter, Brian Stetler, also ran cover. Yeah, the media did nothing wrong here. Again, initiating, just like Don Lemon said, it's not his fault. With the mainstream media and these asinine individuals trying to be victims out of this entire situation. This is absolutely insane, and you just get a sneak peek into the promotion of this victim mentality that they want you to have. They don't want you to have a backbone. They don't want you to stand up for yourself. They don't want you to actually represent the ideas and fight for them and do something morally good. They want you to sit back, get beat up, run on social media and be like, help! And the social controllers, the corporatists, they'll run on by with, of course, the problem, reaction, solution dialectic coming together with, oh no, we have to help all these poor victims. Let the globalist, corporatist, banksters, and big government come and help you since we're the authority here, and we're going to help you by censoring and destroying the basic freedom elements in our society. And I'm utterly sick of it, and this is why, again, I've been saying this for years, the most dangerous weapon in the world is, of course, the control of information and the ability to silence anyone who opposes it. And the first step in combating all of this is realizing that. That's my opinion. If you think I'm wrong, let me know why in the comment section below. We always answer comments within the first hour of the video being released, so make sure you subscribe, click the notification button. It means a lot to us because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. And that's why I love you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more.